notice that I was out there the first time. Ooh, tossball card for Matthew Singh. Giles, we'll come back and do your quest in a little bit. But I'm sorry, I think this is going to give me some fashionable armor.
He's got the ship, right? The Invincible. And we got a ship, right? So I got to thinking, who'd win in a race?
Sure, they look fancy, but inside, they're just...
Hey, Ellie. When was it that you realized the board was crushing the life out of this colony?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the board? The machine of oppression? Ain't that why you became a pirate? Because you wanted to be free and all?
I'm just after a paycheck, kid.
Oh, Felix. I can't believe that I initially didn't love you. We were unable to deliver your parcel as requested. Your parcel has been returned to the HSPS building located on 533 Eridanus, 158 Terra 1, or... Wait, please speak to an HPS clerk about the retrieval of your parcel. I don't think we've gone to Eridanus. Was it straight up shipped off world? Do I have to go back and oh my god. But this is what I do in my real life game. Why must you make me do it here? Let me guess. You're going to tell me that any requests to any requests about outgoing packages or clarifications need to be directed to the other person. You're going to say it. I guarantee it.
Halcyon Parcel Service is proud to be the colony's only parcel delivery service. How may I be?
Got this notice to pick up a parcel.
I must respectfully ask that you calm down, please. Parcels must be picked up at window A.
Uh-huh. But that's all the way over there. Can't you get it for me?
Maintaining proper window structure is imperative to the smooth operation of HPS.
Are you kidding me?
If you would like to lodge a complaint about the quality of your service, please request a complaint form at window C. If you would like to request a complaint form at window C, please make an appointment.
Where do I make an appointment? Let me guess, if I want to make an appointment, I have to request a form. Is it going to be the 27B0?
I see you're familiar with our company policy.
Fine, I'll go back to window A. Is window 3 the empty one? Yes, it is.
A fine day for parcel pickups, isn't it? How may I be?
I'm here to pick up a parcel again.
Of course. If you could just verify for me that you are Jolicoeur, Celeste, or an officially authorized proxy?
Sure. Can you see what I'm wearing? I'm obviously one of Celeste's models.
Yes, I can see by your eccentric mode of dress that you must be one of Ms. Jolicoeur's associates. Everything seems to be in order. Here you are, one parcel. I hope this has been a pleasant and satisfying transaction. Halcyon Parcel Service thanks you for your patronage.
Alright. Do I actually get the outfit, though? No, it's probably just a parcel until I got it to Celeste, at least. And even after that, she'll probably make me buy it off of her. Let's be honest. It's Byzantium. No ethical consumption. Alright. No, don't need to go around that way.
Is Matthew still drinking?
If this doesn't actually result in us getting a piece of armor, I'm going to be pretty sad about it. What other quest lines do we have? Keep it to the laboratory. Let's go do those sprats. I don't want to get in the middle of that. Are you kidding me? I don't need to bust my my cover this early. And who's to say that they weren't the ones who killed her? Although I imagine the interacting with the corpse is probably, oh, well, I guess I don't have anyone to give this to now, so it's mine. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting sprats. Lord Reginald Kim III. Can I not just straight up? Oh, there we go. I mean, it honestly seems like we should be pretty baller at this. Do I have any outfits for increasing my stealth skills right now? Yeah. Stealth skills plus 10 on any of these. It's just plus 5 by base, but we double it. Pretty sure I don't have any helmets with stealth skills on. No. Okay. So we'll just pop the right control armor on then. Could be a slight impact, but if it saves me from having to kill any of the sprats, then it'll be really helpful. Should also actually pop drugs this time. Ah, right, so it's locking them into a corner or something. Got him. I was figuring they weren't all going to be as easy as asleep. Hi, Mr. Fornicator. How goes? That's a normal sprat. You're not the one I'm looking for. I can't have you messing up my hearing while I'm trying to keep an ear out for the other ones. Oop. Sprat Exterminator. Seems like I should probably put that down.
Doing this. Boss.
Really? We aggroed a... I'm assuming a Sprat Exterminator all the way over here as well. I just have to make sure that none of the Sprats get exterminated, because that was the reason that I'm killing the Sprat Exterminator, right? Just so that they don't... just so that they don't even possibly beat me to these. Also, because, like, who's gonna get mad? Right. Oh. It's a pretty damn large sprat. There's another Sprat Exterminator, another one. Right, fine, I'll save. I think I should aggro both of them.
Heads up, jackass!
My
Oh.
contact!
Felix.
Not bad, huh?
Nobody messes with you, boss!
To think I ever doubted you. I do love Felix yelling, "Nobody messes with you, boss," and then immediately die. There's something to it. There's 5. So that's inside an area over there. We'll just come back and fully explore this later, so I might as well prioritize them. Not getting away from this one. Although I can hear the marching of machines in here. Yeah, I suspect it's probably safer for me to go for the collection first.
They're on it.
Yep, that'll do. Damn it. And of course Felix is down, so our ability to incapacitate is completely removed.
I got another fight in me.
All excited in the end. Up close and personal does it. Thank you. Not that I necessarily needed it. I do feel at this point, like, Felix likes his armor, but I guess maybe if I heavily tinkered his armor, I might be able to even continue with it. But I kind of doubt it even in that case. Hopefully I get, like, 6 copies of the same... Well, 6. Actually, yeah, 6. 6 copies of the same outfit from this mission, so I have the ability to squad out my whole party with it. Taking those. Final one, and we're starting to find Sprat Exterminators that we ourselves didn't kill. Means I wouldn't be surprised to see other enemies in here. Yeah, that's right. We've seen larger and larger Sprats as we've been continuing through this area, so I was hoping. Where's this go? Acropolis District, is this just...
Nice going.
Can't keep us out.
Neat. Don't really know where this is leading for us, but neat. Okay, so N-Ray is gonna, swing wide, as the case might be. So if I just use this, I should be okay. This is currently in good condition.
Never saw you coming.
Got the drop on us.
Nice hit!
Get the drop kicks, please. I don't like that constantly leaping in my face. It's kind of reminding me of the basilisks from Dark Souls 1.
How about that?
The basilisks actually are the reason that the first time I played Dark Souls 1, I put it down and I never played it again until I ended up playing it again. So ignore that part of the story for it. But it actually did end up stopping me from playing the game for like a really long period of time. Just because I was terrified of the basilisks in the depths. Absolutely horrifying. No, you are safe! Oh, sorry. I thought we were going to find remains there. I was going to be terrifyingly sad. Extendo sight on a hunting rifle ultra, not needed. Rank control armor, also not needed, but... Okay, I need some loot to justify what we've just done. Mag to zap? Very late in the game to be giving me mag to zaps. I have maybe, let me just quickly count, 12,000 of those, actually. Someone's sending you to get their 5 lab rats, and the lab rats happening to be commingled with other lab rats that themselves are huge, is such a Fallout mission. Like, I know we're not playing Fallout, but it's such a Fallout mission. You want me to return to Giles and you're pointing in this direction? Alright. Could have sworn Giles was out in the other way. Maybe it's just happy to get me out of the sewers.
Any luck finding my sprats?
Have them all?
Truly? Why, this is marvelous! And all safe and sound. Oh, Reginald, Philippa, Vonda, Haroon, Iskander, Evelyn, I'm never letting you out of my sight again. Please, take this. It's not much, but it's the best I can offer for the safe return of my darlings. Now,
More than enough.
I've got to get back to the lab before my supervisor logs my absence.
Go for it, Giles. He's hoping it's useful in the future to have a man on the inside there. Alright. Let's actually return to Celeste.
I just don't get how you can be so casual about your integrity, Ellie. Way I see it, you're either standing up to the board, or you're standing up for him.
I know nuance ain't exactly your strong suit, but it's not that simple. Grow a few hairs on your chest and you'll see.
I might not have your schooling, but at least I stand for something.
And you'll fall for anything. That's how the saying goes.
Felix is not burdened with an overabundance of schooling, but God, if he isn't sincere. I apologize that that I occasionally just stop to listen to the companions, but I have to. It's so good.
Hey, careful. Don't go running around in the middle of a crime scene.
What happened to Celeste? I didn't think this kind of thing happened here. I can handle myself. I didn't think this kind of thing happened here.
Strange times we live in. Radicals and dissidents living within the walls of Byzantium, hiding in plain sight. Never imagined Ms. Jolicoeur was one of them. We found her in her office, working on something perverse. She didn't cooperate, so we had to put her down. Never took her for a dissident sympathizer.
You killed Celeste? I thought it was I thought I was joking when I guessed that they... Did you really have to kill her? We were doing business.
Byzantium security regrets any disruption to regular flow of commerce. However, cultural and moral hygiene must always be maintained. Byzantium cultural standards are enforced by Universal Defense Logistics. Universal Defense Logistics. Your first and last line of defense in the war against sedition.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Just a second.
Here we go! Just like that.
Get him, Felix.
Don't mess with the best.
Anyone else interested? No? Good thinking. Take that key now. There's no way they were getting out of this situation alive. I'm sorry. They chose. They chose to kill an artist for working on something that I'm really excited about. Oh no, our reputation with the board has decreased. What a shame. I still think they love us though. No, they're neutral. They're neutral. Hell of a lot of hats to take. That is true, actually. Hell yes, I'll actually be able to do some solid fashion stuff. Alright. I'll look at the outfit in just a moment. Okay, nothing in there. And then the hats and outfits out here at the absolute least. See, this is where we've got our fashion going on, but yeah, our armor statistics are going to be absolute garbage. Alright. Well, you're not going to be using the bits anymore. You're a little dead for it. Think that's everything we can get in here, so let's actually have a look at the outfits. Speaking of having a look at the outfits, let me quickly turn that off. Okay. Well, look, it's the first one first. Chimera. Plus 10 to dialogue skills and it's 58 armor. Well, obviously. And... rad. That's, is that not basically the outfit that Parvati was wearing? I did compliment it at the time. I'm into it. It's got like kind of like 70s pinstripe gangster meets like 2040s space explorer Star Trek vibe. It's got a lot going for it. Okay, the Duchess is extra handguns. That looks awful on us. It just doesn't sit correctly on the head. The Oxonian is... yeah, we've had hats before. It's fine. Inspiration, we've had hats before. It's fine. I mean, we kind of do look like a little bit of a space ranger with the hat and the... the hat and the hunting rifle like this. Fedora, red banded. Okay, that actually kind of fits because of the red band in a way that I'm a little uncomfortable with. I think I will just still go back to my my Hemlock's eye patch though, because I do like the mix and match of this is so like refined and clean, and juxtaposing that with the eye patch, kind of like insinuating roughness. Classic wear Jolica, it's fine. Classic wear Umbra. I actually like that a lot. That's kind of like a good wet work suit. Full plaid collection. Neat. I wish you had access to these clothes earlier in the game, to be entirely honest with you. My god, this outfit looks rad as hell. What's this one called? Semi-formal. Classic semi-formal. Like, what this looks like is infiltrator in, like... What's the evil Star Wars army? The Empire? This looks like an infiltrator in the Empire who's like a rebel assassin or something. Love it. Freeman business suit. Wait, the Freeman business suit looks exactly like the Chimera. Rude. Oh, except the Chimera has a lapel. Right, some formal wear. This one's also kind of dope. I'm into it. I mean, I'm mostly into it because our character wearing this is reclaiming. This is us queering society. So it works perfectly. All right, let me also go for that. Yep. I should also tinker the ever-living hell out of this because it's only level 21. Dialogue skills plus 10. And I get the double bonus as well. So since I have the double bonus, yeah, that at 80 is enough. But also, I have Felix with me. So this can't have any mods on it, which is obviously like large amount of its pretty not greatness here. But obviously it has one of a kind and practically invaluable, but in particular, it provides as much protection as standard heavy armor, which is it's huge upside. Also, we just get to look baller as hell. So I do have the +7, the Reed's hat. I wonder. If I'm fine with just wearing Reed's hat occasionally, I should be okay to lower my skills in some of my other stuff. Just gonna put this away, open the door, get everyone to move out of the area, close the door, and we'll never speak of it again. That basically never happened as far as I'm concerned. No one can prove that that happened. All right, Ellie. You know what? Ellie wanted me to act like a kind of like a roughneck kind of among her folks. I'm gonna walk in looking like an absolute bombshell dream.
I was a kid. I don't think I'm getting over this anytime soon.
Better him than you, right?
Yeah, I tried telling myself that already. Didn't work then, ain't working now. Thanks, though.
I don't know. Something. Anything. You're the security expert. Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of her?
What'd you say?
For the last time, access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key.
That's right.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to be somewhere else. Anywhere else.
I love the sass. Wait, don't kill her? I wasn't planning on instantly killing her, don't worry. She has to offend me just a little bit more.
How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of
Okay,
Byzantium.
now you die.
Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking.
Don't forget how greasy I am. I'd hardly call my present attire greasy. That is true, actually. Because, like, she's clocking me for my outfit, but I'm dressed perfect right now? What a coincidence. Just now I thought I'd really like to sock this lady in the face. Frolicking? Guys, do I frolic? Or, that's a rude way to greet someone. I'd hardly call my present attire greasy.
A cysty pig in a suit is still but a cysty pig. Those clothes are obviously stolen, and you, madam, are still quite greasy. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness.
What's wrong with more people coming to Byzantium? If the board isn't supposed to let people into the city, how'd you get here? Sure it is. Now if you'll excuse me, or I'm afraid you mistaken me for someone who cares. So long. Going for the second one. Well, that's
I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tailor, you see.
I earned my place here. 2 generations before I was born. What's a CIO? Chief Investments Officer? What would I even... Chief Information Officer? Chief something? Wait, but what did you do to earn your place here?
I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him.
Inheriting bits isn't the same as earning them.
Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful, and if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept.
Okay, so I know she has a quest and I have to do the quest, but I am very keen to kill her. What's a CIO?
Chief Idea Officer.
Oh, idea.
He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list.
What other ideas did he come up with?
Let's see. He picked the colors they included in rainbow chips. No one else wanted purple, but he insisted. Everyone loves the purple ones. And you know how the Cosmic Smokes logo has an eye in the middle of a heptagon? He said that one came to him in a dream. He was a true visionary, so far ahead of his time.
Revolutionary. Ridiculous. I see. Thanks. What'd you do to earn your place here? I'm gonna ask that one. Well, it's just gonna give me the same loop. All right, I see, thanks.
You're welcome. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee?
What's wrong with more people coming to Byzantium?
What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse.
Early retirement? That's a terrible attitude. You shouldn't look down on people like that. What's early retirement? Or I agree, no one should be handed anything. I am assuming you're saying that sarcastically along the lines of you inherited your wealth, but I can't guarantee it. What's early retirement?
The worst thing to happen to Halcyon. A contest that gives even the lowliest and most inefficient workers a chance to live in Byzantium. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair?
Is this seriously gonna actually verge on social commentary of the visa lottery? Is that actually what we're doing? Are we going straight to actually discussing American politics? Like modern American politics? Well, most contests have some inherent biases, so technically...
Oh, by the law. I mean the principle of it, not the mechanics. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make a few bits.
Yes. Listen to your... What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you?
Why would I ever help you with something so selfish?
Did you miss the part where I said I'd pay you? That's all the reason someone like you should require.
Doing it for the money would just make me selfish too? No thanks. Well, it's not. Give me something better. That one.
Better than money? Let's see, there's... No. The thrill of discovery. Like in an Aetherwave adventure. People love those, right? Don't you want to see what the retirement district is like?
Doing it for the money would just make me selfish too? No thanks. I mean, that's probably just going to be like the end of the dialogue for the moment. Fine, I'll do it, but not for the money.
Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, Vagrant. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs.
How'd you get the access codes?
The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend... let's call it social capital.
Let's. I should go. Alright, alright. I'm gonna, like, prioritize this quest line, actually. Wait, where are you? Oh, no. Cool.
Here's what I can't get over. Clyde wasn't always friendly. He wasn't ever polite. But he was always on a level. You always knew where he stood. Now I don't know what to think. I don't know if he was ever straight with me. Did he ever believe in fighting the board, or was he just feeding me a story?
Don't take it personally. Most people aren't even honest with themselves. Gets easier when you remember that.
I guess it don't matter now. Clyde's gone. It's time I moved on.
Happy to hear it, Felix. Yeah, we've probably got a closer teleport, right? Apparently not. As in, like, the objective isn't even shown on the map? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I think I may have actually already accidentally unlocked this. Just being a little bit of a sneaky bastard.
That's the last of them.
Finally. Is it just me, or are we getting more and more retirees lately?
Not just you. Felt like a damn factory worker these last few months. Oh well. Nothing a few drinks won't cure. Come on, let's go hit up Bijou's.
Can't. They're closed. Someone saw a sprat in there.
Bijou's too? Damn. What's this city coming to?
Right? Huh. What? Don't walk away from me. I have an excellent anecdote about another bar in the city that had recently been closed. Because someone died. Oh, well. Ooh.
A UDL security attendant is always prepared.
Mm-hmm. Just don't turn around, otherwise I might have to kill you.
Real slick.
Okay, as long as you didn't see that one, that's fine. And the rest of this isn't even worth stealing. Access to the area is restricted. We'll just unseal it immediately. Actually, no logs to read there. One of the few terminals where that's true. You made it? Welcome, Maxwell. Good to see you.
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe Falscowood collection. Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injuries, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CNP's Blazing Borscht Barbecue or Rizzo's All-You-Can-Crunch Cereal Buffet? Or maybe you'd like to head to the bar and enjoy an ice-cold Zero-G Brew by Spacer's Choice. Zero-G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you, although in the early retirement district, nothing will. All this and more will be complimentary for the entirety of your stay, courtesy of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. You won't have to spend a bit. So relax, grab a refreshment from one of our vending machines, and enjoy our specially constructed welcome center. While you're here, be sure to check out the displays for some fun facts about the early retirement program and selection process. Then, once you're ready, enter the elevator at the end of the hall and leave your troubles behind. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the first day of your early retirement. Congratulations.
So
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few.
Oh, you're just
have
gonna
been
repeat it. Okay.
selected to
So
spend the rest of your days.
I'm just gonna pause it so that it stops playing. I actually I misread the subtitles as and leave your
Living the
trousers
highlight
behind,
in your own
which
private
would have
district
completely changed the
in
tone of this.
Byzantium.
I think this is just gonna end up being kind of like a abattoir. It's similar to what was that death hotel that dude ran? Like people would check in, and then they just go to a room and then they just die. Can't remember it. It's I think they're using retirement quite broadly, and I also think like the way we solve this quest is probably like ultimately talking to her and saying, well, go on into the retirement center. That's going to be my guess. No one confirm if I'm correct, by the way, please. It's just that's what it obviously seems to me. You're special! Each month, hundreds of thousands of workers apply to the early retirement program from across the Halcyon system. That doesn't just include workers on Terra 2, but those who live on Groundbreaker or Hephaestus as well. Even after our weeding out for undesirables and unqualified candidates, only 2.3% of these entrants are selected for early retirement. I sure hope you bragged to your neighbors before you left. Way to overcome the odds, champ.
When you arrive, you'll be whisked.
Did you know the early retirement selection system is the most rigorous cutting-edge lottery system in the entire galaxy? Here's how it works. Each candidate's name is printed on a plastic ball. The plastic ball is placed inside an advanced turbo encapsulator with thousands of others. A team of advanced automechanicals operate a complex series of pulleys at random. The balls are funneled through the turbo encapsulator into an inseriter tube. Then they are launched at a specifically designed accuracy matrix. The first ball that aligns with the center of the accuracy matrix is the winner of the day. By using this method, the HHC ensures that all early retirees are selected with complete impartiality and minimal collateral damage.
To your very own luxury penthouse, furnished
that's 4.
exclusively by 20.
Early retirement fun fact 3. We're sure that you've all had a wonderful time completing your early retirement application forms, but we know that even something like paperwork can get a little old after 87 pages. Fortunately, we're pleased to inform you that your hard work was all worth it. By knowing details like your shoe size, blood type, and dental history, we can probably customize your early retirement just for you. Every detail will be tweaked and adjusted to fit your unique needs, just like our Hammersmith weapons are built to fit each customer's personal style of combat. What you want, Hammersmith.
24/7 Furniture's deluxe Falsco.
The early retirement center is the safest place in the entire system. Not a single crime has been committed within its walls since its construction. It's probably legal to kill them. Wow! This is all thanks to the hard work of the men and women in the black and white Universal Defense Logistics. Each and every day, UDL security protects the citizens of Byzantium, shielding them from harm. No dissidents run wild under their watch. So rest easy, early retirees. You're under the watchful eye of UDL security. Whether you're out and about or relaxing at home, UDL is watching you. DL. Here in Byzantium, auto mechanicals will make your life cleaner, easier, and more efficient. Just as they do in the rest of the city, teams of auto mechanicals regularly sweep through the streets of early retirement district in order to give it that classic Byzantium sheen. But that's not all. They'll attend to your personal needs as well. Want to order a drink? They'll bring you one right to your table. Make a mess in your new penthouse? They'll clean it up for you. Why, they'll even carry your luggage. Once it's been cleared by the security and released from a customs warehouse, of course. So if you see 700 pounds of steel lumbering towards you, don't panic. You probably just dropped one of your Happy Dale Farms woody curls. Whoops! Don't worry. I'm sure it's still good.
24/7 Furniture is not responsible.
The early retirement program is a personal brainchild of the Minister of Earth, Aloysius Clark, endorsed by Chairman Charles Rockwell. Minister Clark and Chairman Rockwell share a vision that every worker in Halcyon has a fair chance to experience the beauty and luxury of Byzantium. So, before you step onto that elevator and embrace your retirement, remember to say, thank you, Mr. Clark. You wouldn't be here without him.
For any injury, psychological damage.
I wonder if the drinks are actually free. Because we were told the drinks would be free.
That occurred during
Exotic
the assembly
drinks.
process.
Nope. Still charging us for him. How dare. Nothing I should
After
bother.
you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CNP's Blazing
All right.
Barbecue?
I'll do it. Before beginning your new life in Byzantium, our safety regulations require you to consent to the following. You, hereinafter referred to as the employee, consent to the rules and regulations of the Halcyon Holding Corporation's Early Retirement Center, hereinafter referred to the center. The employee confirms that they have read and understand the rules of the center, as written in Article 3, Section 5, Clause 27 of the Early Retirement Welcome Package. Sorry, not a package. It's a parcel. Sorry, it's a packet. The employers also confirm that they received this packet en route to the center. In the unlikely event of injury, death, or loss of personal items, the employee assumes all liability for the instance. The Halcyon Holding Corporation and its subsidiaries bear no responsibility for the incident and offer no compensation. Should the center recover any lost or stolen goods, the employee must retrieve them within 48 hours or their goods will be forfeit. If the employee is having second thoughts about living out the rest of their lives in unparalleled luxury, they may exit the terminal and return to the center's landing bay. There, the employee may turn in their winning early retirement ticket and await the next outbound transport. Don't worry, that ticket won't go waste. It will be given to another deserving worker to keep the center's inbound population at ideal levels. Otherwise, if the employee is ready to begin the final leg of their early retirement journey and enjoy all the center has to offer, please select I consent. Well, obviously we're going to save before we do that. Congratulations, you just made your first step towards the greatest journey of your life. Now, please proceed to the elevator. Your early retirement awaits.
Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you.
Alright, and then gas in from the walls, or...
All this and more will be complimentary for the entirety of your stay, courtesy of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. You won't have to spend a bit.
I'm hearing way too many voices down here. And now I'm hearing none. That doesn't sound good. Why call them from retirement? Investigate the district.
Does that elevator go back up?
You'd hope. Ooh, just a gnarly ass leg hanging out. Sweet. I'm gonna crawl around the outsides. Right. So the bots are actually aggressive. I'm assuming those ones aren't, but the retirement facilitation drones are. Although they've still managed to not spot me. Pop our way back in here. And then just go one by one. This one is plasma, but should still be enough. I'm hoping not to... Oh, God. I'm hoping not to aggro the janitors. Ideally, because they don't seem that awful. Felix, if you'll just take the ones on that side, I'll casually take this one that has no more HP left. You're glad you never get to retire in this economy? You don't want to be killed by robots? I don't know. I feel like there's probably a certain point in my life at which point I'll probably prefer the retirement.
Here they come!
Oh, God. More enemies. Mechanical. See, I'm a little worried that now I'm going to send her down here and she's not even going to get killed.
This would have made a great arena match. What a waste.
I wait for the moment where a game does this kind of quest and then it's a really early retirement, but everything looks a little suspect until you start shooting old workers. That's like a no Russians mission for an RPG. Is that the name of the mission? The one? Thinking Kaplan, I'll take that. The Call of Duty 6. I think it was. Thank you for all of these materials. Well, I mean, surely they had to collect all of the stuff that these were holding. Got it somewhere. The one where you shoot up an airport? Yeah, that one. The one that spawned 1,000 articles. Mag to power and magnum, both of those not useful for me. Ooh. Guards have died here as well. Okay, maybe it's... Maybe I've misjudged this area. Maybe it's not entirely intentional. It definitely is, but... Refund request. TNL shot cannon. To TNL customer service. I would like to formally request a refund on my new TNL shot cannon. You advertised it as the most reliable tool for disabling rude or disobedient auto mechanicals, but if you load it up with an energy cell that is covered in your own blood, it misfires. I've used TNL weapons exclusively for 7 years, but if this matter is not resolved, then you'll have lost another customer. You'll have also lost another customer if I die, so you'd better hope I can get this blood back into my body. Solid attempt, but you missed some. I'll leave the janitors here. Take some weapon cartridges. Take all of these just to sell back in town. Actually, is that a... Ooh, okay. It goes deeper. Universal Defense Logistics. Universal Defense Logistics would like to remind employees that they were in no way responsible for the highly unfortunate but realistically possible case of life lost in its facilities. Automech status is active. I'm going to disable all the automechs with my hack. Due to the nature of their assignment, auto mechanicals in the HHC Early Retirement Center were not constructed with the standard maintenance mode of IFF transmitter responders. You'll be pleased to know that this saved 200 bits per unit, but please note any injuries sustained on routine repairs will come out of paycheck. Thanks for being part of the UDL team. So I could have just straight up snuck around. Oops. But at the very least, this way I get the experience for killing them and for doing that. Let's seal the hatch. Oh.
Okay.
Back to auto mechanicals through and through. I'm gonna guess neither of those doors do anything. So this is what it means to be an adventurer, a kleptomaniac, hoarder, murder hobo. Look, we don't murder hobo entirely. There has been a little bit of murder hoboing. I'm not gonna lie to you. We don't do it entirely. Yeah, I was wondering, are these shut down? Because we did shut them down. Yeah, they can't be mad at me, right? Of course not. So I don't really know what I do in this area. You call it murder hobo, I call it preemptive vigilantism. Exactly. That's all we're doing. Oh, okay. Right, because the elevator won't go back up. So this was just escape. There, got it. Yikes. Really lucky we actually decided to hack in the previous area. That would have been a nightmare. Such a small area in particular to be fighting in.